And then came Wu-Tang. So like immediately as I'm finishing up all the X-Clan stuff, Wu-Tang comes into play. And I go to Park Hill in Staten Island, and I'm like this is different out here.
Yeah.
This is like East New York. You know?
Right. The whole people live here?
Right.
Yeah.
You know, like be careful.
Yeah.
And you know, and it was also a extension of what Rakim had done with the 5 Percenters. So now we brought that into, you know, like I'm friends with Kane, well, with Rakim and Kane, and brothers from Jersey City, who, you know, was 5 Percenters, and then here comes Wu-Tang. And so it's all an extension of something that I'm familiar with. So I'm like this, like, okay, this is gonna be good. Because everything that comes out of this is knowledge. You know, this is gonna be good.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, right.
We talking about knowledge because anybody that's building and they dropping jewels on people, it's gonna work.
Right.
As long as it gets enough promotion.
Right.
It's gonna work. And that's what Wu-Tang was to me. And you know, in the beginning, people didn't want to hear Wu-Tang. People uptown was like, I ain't got no time for that, man.
What are you talking about?
What they talking about? Right. What they talking about? They got kung fu sounds in the record.
I'm not gonna front. I didn't want to hear him the first time I saw them rock was at Jones Beach for the Greek Fest.
Oh, Greek Fest, yeah.
My man took me out there. I was like 14 years old. Shout out to Earl. Earl took all the young boys out there in this car like, you need to see what this is all about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I saw Wu-Tang come out and perform right there, right on that stage. And I was like, from there, I checked in for them right after that.
I think Fox used to play Kung Fu movies on Sunday.
Yeah.
I love that shit. So when I heard Wu-Tang, I was like, oh, this is great. 2 things I love in one. I know these movies. Like the little quotes they was taking from like Crying Freeman and all that stuff. I knew all those movies, so I was like, yo, this is dope. This fire. It had a different meaning for me.
What was it like when Protect Your Neck hit the streets? Because living it was different, because I remember going to school and watching girls in my class drawing the Wu-Tang logo.
First of all, when you pulled up, you was like, there's how many members?
Right. So the story is when RZA comes to me, because RZA's not giving you that type of music prior to Wu-Tang.
Right.
Prince Rakeem.
He's Prince Rakeem. Oh,
Prince Rakeem.
love you, Rakeem.
Right. It's Mad Happy.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And so you like, okay. So then the next time I see him, he's like, yeah, I got something new. So I was like, all right. I'm expecting this Prince Rakeem, you know? Right. And so I put it in. It's like, was this the same person rapping? Nah, we got Mad Chambers, son. I'm like, what? Chambers? And I'm like, what just happened? So, you know, RZA, I switched it up, right? I switched it up. So I'm like this, like, okay. And so it was a whole different RZA. It was a different it was a different presentation, let's put it that way. And so that was like, okay, it didn't exist like how they were doing it. But once you got into the lyrics, and Wu-Tang was something that I had to listen to over and over again, because there were certain things I missed. I was like, let me listen to that again. What did he just say? And so I had to go back, which I thought was kind of dope that I had to go back and listen to it again, because, you know, I think that I know everything, and I'm like, I don't understand what he's saying right here. So, which was fine, which made it, I don't know, for me, as a consumer of hip hop, right, or of anything.
Right.
If I go to Disney World, I'm like, what? Let's go on that ride again. Let's check that out again. What just happened? You know, I'm just kind of like that. Like, I want to know more about it. You know, I'm curious. And so that's what Wu-Tang was. And I think it was a slow burn in the beginning, because it was like, people were kind of like, okay, what's this? Ralph keep playing, he would play this thing every week. They didn't even have a record deal yet.
Right.
It was just RZA did it, made the song, gave me the video, and they didn't have no deal. It wasn't until like maybe, I don't know, less than a year that Loud Records pops up and says, we're gonna sign Steve Rifkin, who was a radio promoter. Last time I saw him, now he has a record label. And he goes, yo man, you know, I'm trying to sign Wu-Tang. I said, that'd be dope, you know? And next thing I know, I get another version of it and it says Loud Records on it. And so I said, okay, so I guess he signed them.
Dang.
And then immediately that's when RZA comes to me and says, yo, man, I got to do another video. You want to do the video? I said, yeah. So he says, I'm going to send you the song C.R.E.A.M. And I was like, all right. And I put it in. I was like, what? Cash rules everything around. Get the money.
So that's why you did the Coliseum block.
Right. No, that was Ice Cream.
Oh, Ice Cream, yeah. Ice Cream, I'm bugging.
Right, so I did C.R.E.A.M.
Cream and Ice, yeah.
We
Ice
did C.R.E.A.M. was in.
My bad.
So, you know, I'm a dude that pays attention to the boroughs.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Queens, Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Harlem ain't really feeling Wu-Tang like that. We gotta take, cause all their videos is mostly shot in Staten Island.
Yeah, that's fun. So, and Brooklyn.
Right, in Brooklyn.
You hit Bargain Bazaar.
Right.
I recognize, I was like, yo, hit Bargain Bazaar right there. That's crazy.
So we so that cats like that, you are gonna be like, yo, they was in Harlem?
Word, they was in Brooklyn, they was in,
right.
Wow.
So we, you know, Willie Burgers, the little, what? That was, wait a minute, that's uptown.
Right.
So I told that to Raekwon years later. He said, oh, you had a plan. I said, yeah. I said, because I felt like when I mentioned Wu-Tang or, I was somewhere and we playing Wu-Tang or talking about Wu-Tang, cats was like, no, I'm not really feeling it right now. And
it was for us.
And it was for a certain group who still ride with it to this day. And that was it. And then they came with Ice Cream when Purple Tape.
Right.
And it wasn't the Purple Tape yet, but it was gonna be. And and they can you do Incarcerated Scarface and Ice Cream. That's an A side, B side.
Right.
And so I did Incarcerated Scarface right here on First Avenue on 118th Street in Manhattan.
Wow.
And I did
Ice Cream
in Queens at the Coliseum because the Coliseum is
Coliseum
hot.
block.
Yeah.
That's the block. That's the block.
Yeah.
Right.
Everybody
Sneakers, everything.
Right. They had everything.
Barbershop, the chicks, everything.
Yeah. Queens was popping.
Woo! Tell them, bro.
You go downstairs, everything you needed, the jewelry. Still to this day, they got the jewelry
everything
down
there. Yeah.
What's